So next step will be to give some surfaces to these lines and then start joining and making the element. So to do that, the best way to do is by using loft command. You can directly type loft, or you will find it in the surface creation tool set, right? Here's a full tool set. Any kind of surfaces you want to create, let's say a surface from a 3 or 4 corner points, or surface from planar curves, right? Or surface from network of curves also you can do. Currently we are just lofting by selecting curves. So we will use this loft. And you can see there are so many different, you can create a drape like a curtain or a cloth and different fabric. It's so, this whole tool set is so powerful here. For now, I will just show you how loft works. So let's close this and we will follow the same. I will use loft through keyboard. It will ask me select curves to loft. Before that, let me show you how actually it works with the help of the Rhino help. So once you press F1, it will take you to this window. Here you can see how they are explaining the loft works. You can see by selecting different curves at different dimensions and coordinates, with one click you can straight away make, join them and create a surface out of it. So this is what we are going to do exactly. There are different styles to do it. We will cover them step by step. So let's go back. It will ask us to select curves to loft. So I will go 2 at a time. It will give us a more smoother curve. Select 1 curve and 2 curve and then press spacebar. You can see it has created the surface so easily and beautifully, right? Next, repeat the command, spacebar, select 1 curve, 2 curve, spacebar again. You can continue this. The last one, perfect. So we have got the profile, almost the profile which we saw in the image, this image, right? But the difference is, if you see at these intersection point, there is some fillet curve, right? They are not sharp like this. There is some curve, right? So we will create that also in the surface. For that, I will use fillet surface. You can find it in surface tools here. The first one is fillet surface. When you select it, it will ask you to the first surface to fillet. So I want to fillet this surface, and the second surface to fillet, it will ask the second surface, and you can see automatically it has filleted it. But the distance is very small. You have this much window here. You can use this. So again, I will go back to the fillet surface, and this time I will go to radius and change the radius to 1 inch, let's say, and hit space bar. Now if I select 2 surfaces, it will give us a wider curvature, right? This is okay. You can want, if you can play with it. If you want, you can increase also, but almost we are matching the profile of that particular roof covering. Then space bar, I will repeat the command, select 2 surfaces and repeat the command and do for the rest. So this becomes our the fiberglass panel. I've already created a layer of this. So I will select this fiberglass panel and I will right click and put it in that layer. Now remains the wooden member, this one. So let's go to this. I will delete these lines. This also we don't need. You can keep the box for now. Okay, let's delete. We will see that we have grid already there. You can make a line or select and type close curve. It will automatically, but it will close this also. So what I will do, I will make them manually. I will select the polyline and close these one by one, not all together, right? So it will be easy for me to extrude. Close this. Now what we are going to do, we are going to extrude this to 1 feet 3 inch, as we have seen in the images, the drawings, how the wooden member is extruded. For that, I will go to solid creation toolbar. Let's bring it here. Here you can see there is a extrude close planar curve. So I will select this and it will ask me to select the curves to extrude. So I will select this and the endpoints. I don't want this one. Press control to deselect from the selection, and press shift to select it back, select it to the selection. Now press space bar and it will extrude. Make sure your solid is yes, so that you will get the top surface also, and both sides, if you click, it will extrude on both sides, but currently I don't want it. I want it to one direction, upwards. And distance, you can type the distance, that is 1 feet 3 inch, space bar, and you will get it here, right? You can mirror this straight away using mirror command, and you got your wooden member. Let's close this, and without wasting any time, I will directly put it into layer, so that later on when I do repetition, it's easy for me to cover all together. This is actually the good practice. The moment you create certain blocks or elements which are repetitive, or you create something in the drawing which you're going to use it further and all, the first thing you should do is start organizing your model from the scratch. So I will select these, and I will go to the wooden member layer I've already created, right click and put it in that. So our next job is to assemble these two parts. So for that, let's go to top view, and I will move this object by top view, because automatically it will give you the top point. So I will use move command and move my object from this edge to the edge of the wooden member, right? Make sure your smart track is on, so that you can easily get these points and use these O snap features to help you out. Right, you can see a little gap here, but it's okay. But we are not going into that much of detail. Of course, practically it will be covered with the rubber silicone, which you have seen that they are rubber sealed in the end. Now let's go to the perspective and see. Yes, our thing is ready now.